G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra.
Endgame program, and be done with them.
And welcome back to another late night SwishPOP live stream. You know what, guys? I'm still really annoyed with myself that I don't have a better setup here yet, that I have to look at the screen over here and I have to look at you guys over here. So someday in the near future, I'm going to get this fixed up, okay? It's just, you don't understand that behind me is like a just wall of junk. And while it would certainly be easier if the camera was right here and that it looked at me the whole time, it just doesn't work out now because it looks like a mess behind me or whatever. So I have to be honest, I have to apologize. This is, I believe, stream maybe like 11 that I've done or whatever, and I haven't got to it as of yet. And it's something on my to-do list. I'm sure there's stuff I can either like get installed where I can put a fake background behind me or something like that, take a picture or something, put it behind me, but I haven't looked into it. Hey, Mr. Autocorrect Primer, thanks for jumping by. Always good to see you. First person in the chat, welcome. So few little funny stories here. Maybe you dropped by last week to check out the stream, and I'll put my glasses up, hey? And there was no stream last week, and you know what? It was completely 100% my fault. I totally got mixed up in my weekend schedule, and actually forgot that I was supposed to stream that night. And that's what happens when you're a rookie streamer like myself, is that sometimes you make mistakes. But you know what? Whatever. I'm here this week. We'll make it work. And man, like really, because I missed last week's stream, there's like a ton to talk about this week. So just give me a second here. Anyways, so we're here this week, and let's have some fun this week. I'm trying to get organized here. I got too many windows open. Let's see what I got here. Okay, moving over here. Move this over here. And let's move this over here. Yeah, I know, right, Primer? Just like your schedule in your head's messed up, and I had a busy weekend, and like it's actually, to tell you more of the story, I was sitting down. I think I was playing some Xbox or something like that, and it was like 12:15 at night, and I was like, whew, had a pretty good weekend or whatever. And I was like, why do I have so much time right now? I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something. And I was like, wait a second, I'm supposed to be streaming, and just completely forgot about it. But you know what? I'm here now. I'm back, and we'll get talking about Transformers and G.I. Joe in a few. And you know what? I do understand that this stream is maybe not for everyone, because I kind of mix the Transformers and the G.I. Joe together or whatever. And, maybe you got some Transformer fans out there. Maybe you got some G.I. Joe fans out there, and they're not into the other one. But that's my thing or whatever, right? That's what makes me unique, is that I am a G.I. Joe and a Transformer fan. And that is why I do this. So, let's have some fun now in a second. Now, we do have some housekeeping to go over. Once again, for now, we will keep the late night stream. So we'll do 11:30 Eastern time on Sunday nights. So I think as my schedule goes, we should be good for the next couple of weeks or whatever. Once we get into, say, November, and I'm not sure where days fall right now. We might have to change the date a little bit or whatever, depending how like holiday stuff falls or whatever. But yeah, we'll keep you updated about that. And I'm doing better. I'm trying to post on say Twitter and YouTube community page to say like when the streams are going to happen. So I posted, and I updated a graphic. So this week's stream has a bit better of a graphic to entice people to drop by or at least watch the stream afterwards. Because basically this week we're going to talk about New York Comic Con and what happened in New York Comic Con, and what was revealed. Now, obviously, at this point, New York Comic Con is over, right? Pretty much over. We know what was revealed, but I haven't had a chance to give my own opinion on some of these things or whatever, and that's what I like to do. So sometimes I'll do like a long form video on the channel on these things or whatever, but since I've started streaming, it's a good way to just like spew out what I think of the stuff or whatever, compared to trying to make a long form edited video. And the thing with the long form edited videos is there's so much competition, and you know what, there's bigger and better people doing it, and like by the time I get to it, you've already watched it. So you know what, sometimes I leave the long form YouTube videos to like more opinion pieces. Like this week's was on about like Hasbro and their toy distribution. I tried not to make it too ranty to blame Hasbro. I think some of that is on the retailers as well. But anyways, that's enough of that. So we're going to talk New York Comic Con in a few minutes and my opinions, some hits, some misses, some cool things that happened or whatever. Now, obviously, with the G.I. Joe and Transformers spin to it, because that's all I'm really paying attention to. You guys might know more about it than me, the over New York Comic Con thing. I've talked about it before. I've often thought about going to New York Comic Con, and it just never works out. It's just a busy time of year for me, and you know what? Guess what? I didn't get there this year. The funny thing was, I was actually supposed to go on a cruise from New York today, and ended up canceling a little while ago, and so once again, not in New York during New York Comic Con time. Just the way it works out. Yeah, sorry, Primer. Yeah, you do Transformers, GI Joe, Valveverse, Warhammer 40K. So I do what you do. Yeah, a lot of things dropped in New York Comic Con. That's cool. You do Warhammer 40K. It seems like something really cool, but maybe a little too tedious for me. Like, painting all those little figures, maybe putting that stuff together, and then like, do you just collect them or do you actually play like a game with them or whatever? So what do you do, Primer, with them? Okay, so what we'll do like the regular housekeeping. And guys, look, I'm a learning machine. I have some water here because often I will get stuck here with no water and my mouth becomes so dry after a long while of talking. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm just trying to fix something up here so I can see something a little easier. Just give me 1 second. Playing paint, that's cool. It's cool. I mean, everyone's got to have lots of hobbies, right? Okay, so first things first, we will talk about some new additions to the collection related to Transformers G.I. Joe. I'm trying to think what is around. Now, last week, plus Joey Toys too. Last week, I put up a vote, and I asked you guys to give me input. Remember, I say last week because I skipped last week because I was playing Xbox instead. When I streamed last, I put up a vote and asked, hey, what should I get? Should I pick up this G.I. Joe classified Claw, which was just the box with no figure, or should I get the Masterpiece Trailbreaker? We voted, we guys took a vote, and you guys picked the Trailbreaker, and guess what I have? I got the Trailbreaker right here. So, yeah, there he is. So he came, you know what's funny? So he came in vehicle mode in this box or whatever. Now, oh, by the way, this is a KO. And like I said in the previous stream, I am perfectly fine with Masterpiece KOs because they're high enough quality. It's just for my personal collection or whatever. So like, I am totally good with KOs. Anyways, so it came in the box, and that is not necessarily the proper box or whatever. And I'll talk about that in a second. But they often come, because they come in such small little boxes, even the real ones, it comes in vehicle mode, okay? So it came in vehicle mode, And it's funny because I've actually purchased Masterpiece Transformers off people before, and often I'll ask them like, hey, before you sell it to me, can you just transform it? Not because I can't do it or anything, but it's just because they're tedious and they're very, very, very delicate or whatever. So basically, I wish I knew better how to light this properly. It's something I have to work on. Anyways, so basically, he did come in vehicle mode. I basically followed a YouTube video on how to transform him yesterday. And you know what? Even following a step-by-step video on how to transform him, it took me a while to transform him. I'm going to say, it took me a while to transform him. I was making mistakes. But in the end, I couldn't get his backpack like done properly. It's done now, but I was having a tough time with it. And I actually thought like, am I gonna break this? Is there a chance I'm going to break this or whatever? So I was worried, but long story short, he is safe. He is in robot mode. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. I've told people before, he's never going back to vehicle mode. I don't transform my Transformers to play with them or whatever. Like he's going in the case. He's being displayed as this robot form, as Trailbreaker. And I mean, that's cool. That's what Masterpiece I love about Masterpiece. Anyways, so I mean, his little knobby thing here keeps on falling down or whatever. I don't know. I guess that's the knockoff quality or whatever. Long story short, I didn't ever think I would have Trailbreaker in my collection, and I'm happy with this. This is so cool. So cool. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so cool. So, anyways, yeah, so good thing. And you know what? I think I'm not really sure because I don't have the real one, obviously. But the person who I got this off told me that like this has die cast parts that the actual real one doesn't. So I don't know if that's true or not. But once again, I am totally happy with the quality. That's very cool. Now I'll let you know. Primary with the Transformers, like. The thing is, like, I don't transform them. Like, it's not like, hey, by the way, I'm playing with them or whatever. So, I mean, I'm good with just transforming them once or whatever into robot mode and putting them on display. Of course, it came with this box. And now this is not the normal box. I don't know if this is because it's a KO. It's just a black box that has none of the graphics on it or whatever. And none of, like, you know, showing off Trailbreaker. And I'll be honest with you, when I often do pick up Masterpiece Transformers, I do enjoy getting the box. And I have a couple back there, and I was going to grab, if I just grab Ironhide. So, like, this is what the boxes normally look like, right? It's got, like, the bot, and it's got the vehicle, it's got the logo of the company, and, like, this is a real one. So this is a real Takara Tomy Masterpiece Ironhide. He's not in the box. He's in my case. But this is the box that I would prefer. So I actually went down a couple of forums and asked anyone if they actually had the regular Trailbreaker box. Because some people don't keep their boxes. They just throw them out. Or keep them in the back room until they throw them out or whatever. So I was hoping, I'm going to hope somebody can actually replace this box with one of my regular boxes. And I have more up here that you can't really see. And don't forget, I think in a few streams ago, I said at some point, I'll probably put together a video of my collection. And I'll probably add that to the channel. That seems like a pretty easy video to do. I just need to think about how I want to do it. Anyways, so these are the boxes. Okay, I've talked about these guys. There's stuff in here. I talked about those guys long enough. So that's the Masterpiece guy I got. So cool about that. Let's see, what else did we pick up? You know what's funny? Okay, I'll bounce around a little bit here for a second. Trying to see what else here is on the desk. So messy. What else did I get? I thought, I don't think I shared this last week. But just one second. Pause, guys. What are you looking for? Sorry. Oh, my wife is looking for something. Sorry about that. Okay. The joys of marriage. Okay, so okay, so I picked this guy. I got this Orko Master of the Universe figure at Valley Village at the thrift store. I mean, he was just sitting there. I didn't want to leave him there, so I picked him up. And I don't think I mentioned him last week or last stream or whatever, because I think I got him recently. Um, there was, I mean, so I actually don't collect Masters of the Universe, but I figured, you know what, he was a nice vintage figure. He's in really good shape. He has his hat. So I got him, you know, very cheap. I add him to the trade pile, and hopefully he will be some nice trade bait for something else in the future. I think, I can't remember, Primer, I'm not sure if you were here last time I streamed. I picked up some Robin Hood Prince of Thieves figures. I don't know if I talked about those already. It's nothing special. It's like 2 Robin Hoods and the big guy, I can't remember his name, the other main character of Robin Hood. Can't remember his name because I'm not into it, and this is just more trade bait. There's a Jurassic Park figure in here, and then this is just a bag of some random stuff or whatever that I'll pass along. Like, once again, I can't remember if I showed this. Like, this was part of it, the Robin Hood set. It's basically like a ram, ram thing or whatever. It doubles as, yeah, John. There's a name to it, John, Little John. Yes, Little John. Sorry, thanks, Primer. Yeah. So basically, is this like play set or whatever? I think, if memory serves me correct, this is Robin Hood, but it also doubles as a Star Wars Ewok a vehicle as well. So yeah. Anyways, Big John. You sure it's Big John? I think it's Little John. Anyways, no worries. Yeah, but you know who I'm talking about. He's in the bag. He's got his little cloth suit, and there's an extra bow and arrow there. Anyways, this thing's pretty cool, but once again, I seen it there sitting there, and I was like, you know what, I'm picking it up. I'll add it to the trade pile. It's pretty cool. It works pretty cool. And like I said, it was later released in the Ewoks line as part of a set there too. So it's kind of cool, but won't be keeping it for myself. If I move over here for a second, just give me 1 second. Let me grab some stuff. It's almost like I should have been ready to do my own live stream. Anyways, story with that one. Yes, I know. That's okay, Primer. I won't hold it against you, okay? Don't worry. I won't hold it against you. It's not a big deal. It's like, I just picked it up because I'm like hoping that somebody might else collect them and I might be able to trade them or, pass along the find to them. Anyways, so next up on new acquisitions. Finally, Studio Series 86 Megatron. I told some people in my stream, maybe last week or whatever, that this was in like hell, the delivery hell, because it was like Amazon said they were going to deliver one like in like September 2026. So I'm not really sure what happened with that or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, so that was funny. So it's nice to see Megatron. And then what else? Okay. Then it looks like, so Mixmaster's finally here. So that's pretty sweet. So close to finishing my Studio Series 86 Devastator. Just missing Scavenger now. It's so funny because I could have picked up Scavenger like the last couple weeks ago, and I passed on him, and because I was like, I do have one on pre-order with Amazon, but we'll get to it when it gets to it or whatever. They haven't shipped it yet. Anyway, so Mixmaster, that's pretty sweet, and throw these back over here. So many boxes. So then I had, oh no, that's the wrong box. I threw the wrong box away. Wow, guys. Wow. Worst streamer ever. Anyways, last but not least, this guy, I picked this guy up. This one, I did a short. If you do follow the channel, I did a short on this or whatever, and I went over its journey. It's really, really weird. Quickly, I'll just tell you a quick story. So I had pre-ordered a Grimlock, like months ago when he went back up for order, And you know what? Like when I was on vacation, he shipped or whatever, and he was here when I got back from vacation. And basically, I returned him because I was like, that was the state of where like Hasbro was just sending out everything. Like, hey, here's a full case of stuff because we're trying to avoid tariffs. Let's get it to the user. Where more than normally, stuff would be spaced out, right? It would be like several months in between the different waves. This showed up. I returned it. So just quickly, if you're following the channel, I am Canadian, but I talk about American prices and stuff like that because I know that's the market, right? But this guy here in Canada, he was I think $77 plus tax. So that came to like $86 or something like that. So I was like, you know what? No, I don't need him right now. I'll return him or whatever because some other stuff. I was doing other stuff with some my funds or whatever. And I went to the Walmart the next day and they had him on the clearance rack. I don't know why, but like it's like must have been weird because it was an online return in a store. And it's like they must not do enough online returns or something. So they just put him on the clearance rack. And so it was I think $32 off or something like that just because he put him on the clearance rack. So I was there and I snagged him. Anyways, so that's that. And anyway, so there's a short on that. There's a short on that on the channel where I go over that because I kind of broke Walmart. I don't know what happened there. The only other thing I ordered recently was that once again, sorry, I always backtrack on stories, but I don't regularly, I've never ordered from Hasbro Pulse just because I don't think it's not worth it for me. Where I'm Canadian, I have to pay exchange rate and stuff like that, and they don't have a Canadian site, and there's a whole story there or whatever, doesn't matter. It just doesn't work out for me. But when Classified Tripwire came out, I believe from what I remember, he was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. I think at the time he was $39 American, which would have been roughly about $50 Canadian. I passed on him. But for whatever reason, it seems like some old stock is starting to come up on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca. I was able to order Tripwire last week. And I think he was like $30 plus tax or something like that, $32 plus tax or something like that. Very, very cheap for that deluxe figure. So my wife doesn't know this yet, but basically I ordered him and I'm going to get her to put it away for Christmas for me. Still in the box. So yeah, I mean, couldn't pass up on that deal. It's a really hot deal. He was never available to the Canadian market before, unless you ordered from Hasbro Pulse, which causes you, at that time, would have caused you extra shipping, extra exchange rate. There would have been a premium to get him. So, I mean, I thought it was a hot deal. I think Tripwire is a pretty sweet character, so I was glad I was able to pick him up. Okay, so guys, that is a mouthful. You know what? So let's get into some stuff as my wife opens the door again. Yeah, that is it. How embarrassing. My wife opening the door, talking to me on a live stream with thousands of people here watching me. Thousands. Oh my gosh. Anyway, sorry guys. Okay. Primer. Yeah, I think they're pretty good finds. Pretty good stuff. Okay, let's get into some stuff. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. I forgot to do something. You know what we'll do here? Okay, just 1 second. I got a late start here, and I need to do something just super quick. Why won't this shoot? Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Download on what? Okay, sorry, we're having difficulties. Okay, just 1 second. I got some just technical stuff. Stream 112. Sorry, I'm just getting some pictures ready to go over with you guys. So I never got to do it beforehand because I was delayed. Okay, bear with me for a second. Okay. So we are gonna jump right into this. Where's my, okay? Put this back here. Put this back here. Okay, we are good. We are good. We are good. Okay, 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 okay. We're good. We're good. Okay, and so let me just see here for a second. We're gonna cut to the other camera. Boom, and that's from last week. So that's not what we're looking at. So it's just I'm really bad with setting this up beforehand. And you know what I say? You know why I say I'm really bad at it? Because I'm a rookie streamer. Okay, so we're going to just jump in. We're going to go New York Comic Con reveals for G.I. Joe Classified right now. You've already seen all these already, okay? But I just wanted to talk about them, my own opinions about them, and because I didn't do a long form video on this, right? So we're going to go here, and basically, who are we going to start with? Okay, let's start with, oh my gosh, just one second. Wow. Wow. Technical difficulties, my friend. I don't know why this showed up so big. And I don't really know. That's about it. Okay. So, first one we're talking about. I remember we're talking about all the reveals of GIJoe Classified. Whoa. So, the first one, I think, to me, I did not see this coming. And, I mean, it's not necessarily for me, but the Mole Rat version 2. Now, I didn't get the first Mole Rat or whatever. And I just didn't, it didn't resonate with me. It was decently done, though. It's just, I'm not a fan of their original characters, just because the only reason I collect GIJoe Classified is because of nostalgia, right? And there's no real like 3 3/4 line anymore. Anyways, so whatever. Long story short, the Mole Rat version 2. This version 2 is pretty cool, and I think they've done a really good job. Like, it'll be interesting to see if there's a version 3, if they keep on going down the line or whatever with it. I do think they did a great job with it. And the thing that really works for me is the colors really pop on it. It reminds me a lot of the Eco Warriors Cobra guys. Like, I can't remember their names. I actually don't have any Eco Warriors, the Cobra guys or the Joes guys, in my Real American Hero collection. But it's just the two-tone suit looks really good against the purple crystals on their head and stuff like that. And it comes with a ton of accessories, and I don't have the regular picture up here. I want to get some of these action shots that maybe some people haven't seen or whatever. But I think they did a really great job with it. I don't know if it's going to entice me enough to buy them, just because I always talk to you, I'm on a budget. I don't really buy all the waves or whatever. I'm not one of those hardcore crazy collectors that goes out and buys like all 6 of the figures in one wave. I think they did it looks great though. And I could easily see people army building these guys. And I do think he is elevated and better than the original version, right? The version 1. So I think they did a great job on him. And you know what? I almost like to see him in person. I love that purple head, the Dark Energy on Universe stuff or whatever. It's coming together. And I want to see more of what they will do with these guys or whatever. I'm curious. I'm pretty caught up. I wonder if we will see these guys show up in, say, the Skybound comic book or whatever, in that universe or whatever. I wonder if we'll see those guys show up or whatever, because we'll talk more Skybound universe stuff later in the stream. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so that was the first guy. Pretty cool. I think they did a great job on him. So let's see. Image. We're doing the next one. We're gonna do Hit and Run. Now, Hit and Run, another character done to perfection. Like, they did such a good job with Hit and Run. Like, I mean, look, we all know what they did. They just basically upscaled the Real American Hero version to classified, and they didn't really give it that like over like classified look. It's a 1-for-1, and I love it when they do that, because guess what? I love Real American Hero. So when they do the 1-for-1 on the classified, as long as it turns out good, I am good with it. So I think he looks great. He comes with a ton of accessories. He comes with his bag. It opens up. You can store stuff in it. He comes with a couple guns. He's got knives. I believe he does have his grappling hook, and he's got like the fast helmet or whatever. I think he looks really, really, really good. And I mean, he is a must get for me. And it's funny because they kind of like piecemealed these out right throughout the week and a half. It was like called the Road to New York Comic Con, and they kind of like, you know, they released them, revealed them one by one. And when I seen Hit and Run, I was like, okay, cool, yeah, no, he is a must get of the wave, because I don't usually get all of them in the wave. I just pick out a few that I actually enjoy. So like, I knew right away that like he is the easy get of that or whatever. But I mean, there was more guys that were released later that were just as good, right? So Hit and Run's really sweet. So like in the comments, actually I should probably put up a poll. Let me just throw up a poll here for a second. Let me start a poll. Which of the NYCC Joes was your favorite? Let's see. Let's go Hit and Run. Lifeline. Big Lump. Okay. So I just put up a poll. You tell me which ones were your favorite of the Joes revealed. I said Joes, but I meant that stands for G.I. Joe, not like actual the good guys Joes. So sorry about that. Hit and Run. They totally rocked it. Great job. Love it. Can't wait to get Hit and Run. I believe, if you're here, I believe I posted this. From what they said, pre-orders start tomorrow. Tuesday? No. Monday? No. No. It's so I forgot we're after 12, guys, because we're doing a late night stream, okay? It's after 12, so it's the next day, tomorrow, today, but when you wake up tomorrow, it's still going to be the 13th. Pre-orders go live on the 14th, okay? So if you're paying attention, like I say, every time pre-orders go up, I will add the listings to my Amazon store, and I will put them on my YouTube community page and as well Twitter. So if you're looking to order from Amazon, or maybe you already have somebody you get from Amazon, feel free to pick them up from my store. I get like a minor small commission, like, you know, $1 from each one or something like that. I don't even know if it's that. So think about doing it. I'm gonna get better and add those links in, maybe like a QR code or something like that somewhere. Maybe at the end of my long form videos, maybe add it to the stream. Anyways, not begging for it. Just if that's an option that you want or whatever, it's available on Amazon Canada and Amazon USA. I have stores for both regions. Anyways, so yeah. So they're going to go live on October 14th, and I believe at 1 p.m. I believe, okay? We'll get more details posted about that later. So back to Hit and Run. Amazing figure. Let's go next. We will go to, how about Big Lob? Now, I didn't really see this one coming, and I mean, it's not that I didn't see it coming. They've obviously been putting a focus on the G.I. Joe movie characters. So it was kind of a no-brainer that they were going to do Big Lob, right? And once again, they have been knocking it out of the park. Something that I didn't really like about the original Big Lob design. He's not on this case. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at my G.I. Joe the movie case to see if he was on there or whatever. But he's not. Something that I didn't really like about his original character's design was like he looked kind of sloppy, and like he had the wavy hair, and he looked kind of like, I don't know. I didn't resonate with his overall look, but I absolutely love this look. The way now this is a classified version of Big Lob, right? Remember, Hit and Run, One for One, a Real American Hero. This is a classified version of the original character. They upscaled them. They did a great job of just bringing in a modern look to him. And I think they totally rocked it. Now, he's probably not going to be at the top of my list to purchase just because, I mean, I've got other stuff to purchase. And we'll get to that while we're purchasing in a second. But do I think they did a great job? Yes, they did. And they've been doing really good jobs lately. Like some characters have been a few hit and misses. One guy that I did not actually like for some reason, and I had him pre-ordered, and I actually canceled him, was Monkey Wrench. There was something about Monkey Wrench that I just didn't necessarily like. I will get him for sure later on down the date, but I did not need his initial release. So don't worry, I'll get him. But I just didn't love Monkey Wrench. That being said, Big Lob, he's got the basketball. He's got a bunch of accessories. He looks great. He's super tall. I mean, right? Like, he was super tall and lanky. That's why they call him Big Lob, right? So I think they did a great job with putting him together. I think they did a great job. So, I mean, yeah. Anyways, let's see. Cartoon Lob is lanky and goofy. Classified Lob is nice and tall, slim, athletic dude with a realistic face near arms and just a toe. Yeah. Liquid Identity, like, I mean, yeah, like, they're night and day. The cartoon one and the classified one, they're night and day. I mean, everyone's gonna have their favorite. I'm just enjoying this classified version of him. I think they did a really nice job. Going to the next one. Now, what do we got here? We have, okay, let's do it. We're gonna do it. This guy has been one of my holy grails of the GIJoe Classified line. And if you have ever watched a ton of my GIJoe Classified long form videos, there's been so many times that like, oh my, I really hope they do Night Viper, or they really need to do Night Viper. And I was so proud of myself, because just 1 second. I was so proud of myself. Just 1 second. If I bring up Twitter, just 1 second. I gotta scroll back for a second. I bring up Twitter, and there were so many posts in the last little while that I can't even find what I'm looking for. Okay. Let's see. So, what's the easiest way to do this? Okay, I'll just do this here. And I will switch to here for a second. Properties. Oops. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Window capture. Oh, yeah. Okay. This. Okay. So, I did this. I posted this on Twitter. But while they were doing their reveals throughout the week or whatever, right? I said, we've seen 3 New York Comic Con classified reveals, but normally they come in waves of 4. So far, we have 2 Joes, 1 Cobra. It means we have a Cobra slot open. Could we finally see the classified Cobra Night Viper reveal? Fingers crossed. And this was posted on October 2nd at 4:30. Okay? And I was like, hopefully we finally get the Night Viper. And oops. And then, where'd my video and my thing go? Then, oops. Guys, oh my god. Okay. Anyways, they did post it, and I was like, yes! I called one. I was so excited that they actually got him done and put out. Where'd my screen go? So that is pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. I was pretty happy. The Cobra Night Viper, like, they did him to perfection. I think he looks really badass. You know what's funny? I think if where would I have that other picture? Just 1 second. There's something I just noticed about these 2 pictures about the Cobra Night Viper, and I'm just wondering. Oh, okay, no. The original render reveal. Sorry, I'll just the The original render reveal, I thought there was a different. I thought they changed something in it compared to. Okay, so the green legs here, it looked like there was a lot of green, and I was like, wait a second. On the one they showed of the render, it looked like there was a lot of black here, but I guess in that picture, the knee is kind of more bent and it's exposed some of the more green on his leg. So I was like, oh, did they change the legs? And this is the problem sometimes with the render reveals is you don't get that full, say like 360 view of him compared to when they do the promo shots, right? So this guy is totally, oh man, this is perfection, right? They gave him a more interesting gun. His backpack is not necessarily the same as the G.I. Joe Real American Hero version, but I mean, it's just a backpack. And yeah, so I mean, they did a super good job with him. He's got this, you know, the correct skull. He's got the goggles and everything. It's like he looks kick-ass. This guy for me is so must-have. It's not even funny. Like boom. Yeah, John, like, yeah, I said earlier, I'm just going over everything. We already, like, New York Comic Con, like, this is, like, this was the road to New York Comic Con. Because what they basically did was they revealed the renders beforehand with the idea of, like, hey, this is all the stuff they're going to show at the panel. You can't be there live for the panel or whatever. So we're just going over stuff they talked about at New York Comic Con. But yes, he was revealed ahead of time. We already, yeah, no, I'm not trying to claim that this was revealed at New York Comic Con. It's just, this is the road to New York Comic Con. We're going over all the stuff they talked about. Yeah, Liquid. Like, I mean, yeah, the renders, like, they're a good idea to understand what the figures are gonna, like, you know, entail or whatever. But the promo shots, and I'm sure if you're actually there at Comic-Con and get to see them in live person, much better. But I can't wait to get this guy. Once again, remember, pre-orders go live on the 14th at 1 p.m. Okay? So, I mean, this guy, top notch. I can't wait to pick up the Night Viper. I'm assuming if, like, this wave is really good, I would assume that the Night Viper is probably going to be one of the top sellers in this wave, because a lot of people are probably going to want to get maybe 4 of them if you had like a little platoon of them or something like that. So I think if you're going to pre-order them, make sure you get your pre-order in early, because they might, you know, disappear for a while. And you know what? Like, people are going to go to Hasbro Pulse, and that's fine. But I find Hasbro Pulse, I don't know, sometimes their stock goes very fast. But other stores will have them, like Amazon, Walmart, GameStop, Target. Anyway, so this guy, I can't wait to get him. Okay, sorry. Yeah, this is gonna be a good figure too, Primer. Yeah, I can't wait. I was waiting so long to get the Night Viper. Next up, I didn't get his own picture here. I forgot to get its own picture of Lifeline or whatever before doing this here. Let me just, yeah. So, Lifeline is one of the other characters. You know what? Lifeline's cool. He's helping Big Lob there. He's got, Big Lob must have did some dunks or something like that, right? And he's like, oh, I'm all out of breath. Give me some oxygen, Lifeline. This guy here, he is helping hit and run as well. Man, they must have had a big battle against those mole rats in the corner there. Yeah, Liquid. Yeah, I seen that. Night Viper is indeed the 2-pack in the 6-fig case. That's pretty sweet. At least they were smart enough to understand that this is a troop builder. Let's get more troop builders out there. But he's gonna be hard to get for sure. I'm sure he is. So Lifeline was the last character of the main 4 or whatever. Not a big fan of the Lifeline here. I think he's done well enough, but they put him in a wave where there's some really kick-ass characters. So if you got to skip somebody, I feel like Lifeline, for me, is the character that I'm going to skip. I think he looks cool. He comes with a bunch of accessories. Comes with his backpack. He's got his case with the oxygen and the mask that we've seen Big Lob have. He does come with a gun. Some people weren't happy that he came with a gun, but he doesn't have to use the gun. Okay? And he came with a bunch of stuff. So, I mean, I think they did a great job on him. It's just that I am enjoying the other characters more than Lifeline. So, I mean, to each their own. I mean, some people might have been waiting for Lifeline to come out or whatever, but I just think he might be, when I say weaker, it's just because he's the weakest character in the wave, because the other characters are just like top notch. Yeah, you know what, Primer? It's funny you say that. I didn't want to pick on that. His helmet is not that great. I have to be honest with you. It just doesn't look great. I'm just trying to, let me just see. I'm just trying to grab a couple more pictures or whatever so we can go over it. I don't know, it's just something about him, like, it's just not like necessarily doing it for me or whatever, right? I think he's like, a lot of people might want him in their collection. And obviously, there's people out there that like want every single one, and they're replacing all their American Hero figures with whatever comes out in Classified. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. He just doesn't do anything for me. His helmet is a little different or whatever compared to what I would say his helmet looks like in the Real American Hero line or whatever. Yeah, his helmet is just a little off or whatever. He's got the goggles. He doesn't do it for me, but there's nothing wrong with him, right? Just like you said, Primer. There's nothing wrong with him. Anyways, okay, so what else we got besides that? We talked about those guys. Now, let me check my list. Obviously, part of New York Comic Con, Pythona was finally released for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse at the convention. I mean, we talked about her in depth in another stream. I think she looks pretty cool. For me, I'm not going to pre-order her from Hasbro Pulse like I talked about before. So my only hope about Pythona is that normally in the past, GameStop Canada gets those exclusives that are available on Hasbro Pulse. Like, I've got the Once a Man Cobra Commander from there, and a couple others. So I'm hoping Pythona comes to Canada via that. You just pre-order, you just go in and pick it up. So, I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed that works out. I will get her if she comes to Canada. If she doesn't, I'm fine. I'm not a completist when it comes to my GIJoe classified figures. So I'm fine. I'll make do. Yeah. Okay, next up was, so talking about Pythona, we're talking about Cobra Law. This one kind of took me by surprise. Just 1 second, I gotta fix this. No, that's one. Image. So this one, the Cobra Law Royal Guard, very interesting. I mean, obviously one would consider this a deluxe figure because it comes with so many accessories. Of course, this was the part they teased at their last convention. It's not for me. The Cobra Law Royal Guard is pretty cool. I have a version, the Real American Hero version. I would not necessarily spend money on this. But I mean, I think, like, if you're into the Cobra Law stuff, you gotta get the Royal Guard. I mean, you even might want like 2 of them. But I mean, I think it's pretty clear that next year they're gonna have to do Globulus, right? Like, we've got Pythona, we've got a Nemesis Enforcer, we've got the Royal Guard now, we've got Once a Man Cobra Commander. The only one that's missing out now is Globulus, so they're gonna have to do Globulus next year. And I can't remember, I think I did a video on this on the channel, or I added it into a video. Globulus is gonna have to come. So, I mean, we'll just have to wait for the announcement later in the year about that. That's a thick book. No, there's nothing wrong if you want this or whatever. It's just not for me, Primer. Because there's that view, and then, like, oh, shoot. There's that view, and there's the more bugged up view. No, the organic stuff freaks me out. And even if I had, if I get Pythona, I'm just probably going to leave her in the box because I don't want to take all those creepy crawly things out that come with her or whatever, right? So, I don't know. I hate creepy crawly things, but yeah, this is the more bugged up version. Yeah, John, yeah, it's gonna be pricey for sure. I mean, it's gonna be deluxe figure, so it's gonna be that um, that $43, $45 price range. I'm assuming. I want nothing to do with Cobra Law because yeah, I mean I'm not a huge fan of Cobra Law, and I'll be honest with you, like I think whoever wrote that movie went completely off the rails. I understand they were trying to go for something. I don't necessarily think it worked. And like G.I. Joe never really stuck with it. It was really weird. They did have some really cool character designs, but it's just so weird. And I mean, I think a lot of us as G.I. Joe, like classic fans, kind of just like forget that really happened or whatever. Cobra Law is not for me either. But you have to acknowledge that while it's not for us, they are doing a really good job with it or whatever, right? I wish I might have. I kind of wish I picked up Nemesis Enforcer. He looks kind of pretty badass or whatever, but I don't have him. New books make Cobra Law pretty cool. Oh, like in the comic books? Or like what books are you talking about, John? Okay, so let's see here. Quickly. Staying with sorry. Staying with G.I. Joe Classified now. They talked about this in the last one. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, how big is this picture? Well, I don't know why these are doing this lately to me. I am not an expert. We're gonna get there. Oh, we're so close. Oh my gosh. Oh, the new comics? Yeah. Cobra Law was amazing if you were 9-year-olds, but as an adult, meh. This is true. So they finally showed us the Arctic His Tank, and this thing I think is pretty cool. This thing's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll still ever get one because it's, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it is made to order from Hasbro Pulse. So that kind of means that you basically have to order from Hasbro Pulse and they'll make you one. But it's not going to be available anywhere else. So, did I bring down that other picture? No, I did not. So, just 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. I'm looking for a picture here. Oh my gosh, who's on duty here, like making these things? Anyways, that's how big it is. There is the Arctic His Tank. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I think they did a great job on it. Made you sold on eBay. Nice. Yeah, I think they did a good job. I mean, it's the same pretty much, right, as the 25th anniversary one, just like has a little bit of the classified look to it. I think they did a good job. It's got the missiles on the back, got the gun, lots of accessories, lots of character to it. So I think they're doing a good job with it. Do we have a price point for this as of yet? I don't know what the price point for this is of yet for it. Is it going to be what, like $150? Do you guys know the price? I might have missed the price, what they actually announced for it. I'm not really sure. I think it looks cool. I personally, I've done a video on this on my channel as well. I think they need to do a Crimson His Tank. They have so many Crimson characters. Like they've got the Crimson Baroness, the Crimson Twins, Crimson Guards, Crimson Vipers. They've got so many guys. Crimson Bats. I think a red Crimson His Tank as like a homage to the Sears Crimson Real American Hero His Tank. I think that needs to be done at some point as an exclusive, maybe a Target exclusive. It's red. So I think we'll see that sometimes. Sideboards are still on it, so you could go crazy with the gear if you have the Hasbro His. Yeah. So I mean, it's a good entry into the guys. I do have hair right here. It's just that my hair is so gray and it's so fine that it does weird stuff at times. So don't think I'm bald or anything, dude. I've got so much hair. It's just that like it needs the better manicured or whatever. I need to get a hat or some of that. Anyways, I think they did a great job with it or whatever. I will see how it goes. I think fans will be happy with it. Boom. I just go back to this one for a second. Yeah. Like this is the render. You can see more of it or whatever, right? I mean, I think they've done a great job. Got the gun in the front. It's got the fancy the his tank canopy, and of course it opens up in the back still or whatever, right? Arctic Assault his tank. I think they've done a great job. Yeah, thanks. I didn't know what you were saying there. Yeah, I know, but it just looks weird, my hair. Yeah, so his tank. Oh man. I gotta put it back to the best one, the Night Viper. Thanks, John. Yeah, my hair, I know, dude. I know, dude. I know. It's just I just caught it in my own. I'm watching my stream on the channel there, and I just caught it. I'm like, oh my god, what's up my hair? Yeah, nobody cares about my hair. I get it. I get it. I get it. I totally understand. Where is my list of stuff to talk about? So we talked about Pythona. Oh, before we kind of do some other stuff, they did talk about name only figures, right? And we got Zap, which is an original 13 character. So I think a lot of people will be super duper happy that Zap is coming to the lineup, helping people more quickly finish off that original 13 line of characters. Of course, we got that Stalker and Short Fuse 2-pack recently. So Zap is pretty sweet. I'm sure they'll give him a little bit of a classified twinge to him. Maybe make him look a bit more like Grunt, maybe. And then we've got the Crazy Legs, who is not my favorite character. I have to be honest. Crazy Legs is not my favorite character. Autocorrect primer. Do we know what the actual price of the his tank is? I don't remember if I've seen it. I'm assuming it's going to be about $149 possibly. If anyone has the price of his tank, put it in the channel. I don't know what it is offhand. I didn't do my proper research. So Crazy Legs, he's coming too. And I mean, right, we have Crazy Legs, the Night Force version that came with the Dragonfly. I still haven't opened my Dragonfly, and actually, when I originally got my Dragonfly, I had plans to sell Crazy Legs and Glenda because I just wasn't into either of those characters, and I felt I would try to recoup some money, but I didn't do it. He's still in the box. But yeah, Crazy Legs, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I don't know. Now, the last one is an interesting one. The female Crimson Guard. What do you guys think about the female Crimson Guard release name only? Okay. Okay, it didn't announce the official price. Yeah, like if I had to assume, I'm going to assume that his tank is at the cheapest it would be $149, and at the most expensive it would be $199. So somewhere inside that range, I would think. And if it goes, like, the thing is, it's scary with Hasbro, okay? Scary with Hasbro because sometimes it'll go a bit more than you think it should be. And if they go above $199, people will buy it, but people won't buy a lot of them, I don't think. I think $199 is their absolute top window that they can go at. I think $149 would be a better price for collectors. We'll see how it goes. If Femguard is Pilot Bar and has high heel boots, I will buy 0 of them. You know what? The Femme Crimson Guard, I don't know. Look, I don't mind female characters in GIJoe Classified or Real American Hero, but I've never been a fan of them adding the female driver characters, like to the Ferret or to the Cobra Claw. I think it's kind of a bit of a cop-out. I don't want to really get into it. I do think that they tried to include too many female characters in what is primarily considered a male action figure line. Look, I'm not trying to put anyone in a certain box or anything, but I'm just saying sometimes I think they try to include too many female characters in the lineup. With the drivers, I would have to see the female Crimson Guard to see what the actual mold and design looks like before I make my decision. That being said, the Crimson Guard is my all-time favorite figure in GIJoe. So, I mean, like, I do like a good Crimson Guard. I'll have to see what the actual female one turns out like before I purchase it. Yeah, John, like, agreed. Yeah, it's a shallow gesture. I think I don't want to get in trouble here, and I don't want to get myself canceled or anything. I think they include too many female characters in a male toy line. And you know, it's not a male toy line. Anyone can collect GIJoe Classified, but when the original toy line was out, Real American Hero, well, guess why Scarlet is such a rare figure? Because no boys that collected or played with them had Scarlet because they didn't want the girl toy, right? So there's nothing wrong with adding the figures to the lineup. It's just that I don't think they're needed. And they forcefully pack them with the small vehicles because guess what? I'm pretty sure if they packed them individually on the shelves, nobody would buy them. Or it's not that nobody would buy them. They would sell not very well. Okay? My opinion. I don't mean to offend anyone out there if anyone's being offended or whatever. That's just my opinion. So we will see what happens with the classified female character. Sorry, I say classified. I meant to say Crimson Guard, Femme Crimson Guard. We'll see how it works out. I got to see the design. I'm going to hold my judgment until I see the design of it. Oh, yeah, so I have... it's up there somewhere. I'll just take it down. John, so you don't have the retro one? So the retro one was actually my first one that I got or whatever. So I ended up getting the retro one and the Crimson Guard, and I love the artwork, right? And I love this packaging. And then what I was able to do, I was able to open my classified one or whatever, right? And then just have him out on display and, you know, in part of the collection. But yeah, I do love the retro Crimson Guard, and I do Crimson Guard is my favorite character in GIJoe and a Real American Hero. So sorry, I'm just putting these back up on the thing. I talked about this last stream. Apparently, I don't know about where you guys are, but the retro Snake Eyes, I guess, had really bad distribution from Hasbro or whatever. I was able to get it for dirt cheap from Walmart. I guess it was a late order or whatever, but apparently this is worth like $100 to $150 if you look on eBay sold. So I mean it doesn't really mean the card back is super floppy compared to the newer ones where they fix the card back or whatever. So they're hard to find apparently. I just have it as part of my collection. I don't really plan to sell it. And of course, I'm going to put the Crimson Guard out front. I don't think you'll be... look, let's move Cobra Commander over here. And then we'll move the Crimson Guard over here. And you might be able to see the Crimson Guard on screen now. Yeah. I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, most, 10 or like 8 or 9 or 10-year-old boys aren't going to have... like Baroness or Scarlet or maybe even Lady J when you're like, when you went to the store when you were a kid, 8, 9, or 10, and you're like, hey, I want to get a G.I. Joe. Hey, Mom, can you buy me a G.I. Joe? Are you going to pick up like the guy with the big old gun or bazooka like Zap or somebody like that? Or are you going to pick up Scarlet or like maybe Baroness? No, as a boy, more than likely you're going to pick up one of the kick-ass action figures. That's why you were there, right? Scarlet did a great job in the cartoon, and so did Baroness, but like that's the reason why they're rare figures now. Is because nobody has them in their collection, or not as many people, because they didn't have them as kids or whatever, right? So, it's just crazy. John, I never seen the Snake Eyes in person. I found him on Walmart Canada's website one day. And I think he was on sale. Like, I think it was just like $30 or something like that. So it's pretty sweet. I just ordered it and got it delivered. And luckily, I believe it came in a box. So Walmart wasn't able to like destroy it in a bag or some of that. I'm an opener, but even if I didn't open Retro Snake Eyes, got it during Amazon's final resuction sale. Yeah, nice job, Liquid. Anyways, guys, we should have went back to the main camera. Because we're done with the Night Viper. What else are we talking about here? We did that. I talked about the name only, Crimson Guard. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out. They hopefully, I don't know. I could totally see them doing like some kind of like pack in with it to make sure it sells. Like add like a battle accessory, like say like the Cobra like shooting range or something like that, or maybe like a throne or something like that for like Cobra Commander or something like that. I could totally see them do that to pack something in to entice you to buy it, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not going to give up on hope on it. Like, hopefully it turns out well, right? Yeah, top 10 lists. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll totally have to do a top 10 list. Of course, they did like a vote for the Hall of Fame, and they did what, like 1983 was Destro, I believe, and what was the top classified figure? I can't remember what the top classified figure was, but I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter. There was so many classified figures released in 2025, it was insane. Yeah, John, hopefully, let's fingers crossed, they finally sink in that we want more play sets and more stuff to like world build our world that we're building. Oh my God. With our classified figures. I would love to get more of those little tiny play sets. Hopefully some more stuff comes soon. Like, I mean, they locked the bivouac behind the Snowcat paywall. But I mean, hopefully we get more of those soon. Like, I think people are itching to get that stuff, right? Itching. Sorry, guys. Throat's starting to go now. Yeah, no more porta potties. The porta potties are so funny. Like, guys, like, who thought the porta potty was a good idea? Like, I mean, I understand it, like, can split apart and make a fence, or you can build a bunch of them together, but the porta potty was such a bad idea. Like, not even a bad idea. It doesn't look appetizing. Like, it just doesn't look good. And the fact that they remodeled them and reskinned them and made them a GIJoe one as well. Oh my God, I'm not getting that. I don't know. I'm a big M2 fan, and they keep the playset dream alive on their own. Yeah, Masters does a good job with the playsets. I have no faith in Hasbro's ability to make decent playsets. They suck. Their vehicles are kind of cheap too. Yeah, Liquid, I understand where you're coming from. Like, they make us lose faith sometimes that they don't really get out what the fandom really wants. Like, I'm still wondering why you can't buy blast effects or stands from their website. Like, why can't you buy that stuff? I mean, wouldn't you guys want that or whatever? I would. It seems like I just checked the vote, guys. It seems like Lifeline and Night Viper tied in the poll. Come on, we need one more. We need one more vote to like put it over the edge. Who's gonna win? Oh, I think Crystal Ball won the best figure this year, I believe. It's funny because I had 2 Crystal Balls come in, and I just really wasn't feeling them, so I sold them to some collector friends. for cost or whatever because they couldn't find them. I was like, oh well, you know what? I'm not really so interested in him, so I'll make sure you guys get them. So I passed them along to some other collectors that needed them locally. But I mean, he was from what his Real American Hero line was to his classified, like probably one of the biggest transitions, and they did a great job on him. Let's see. Hit and run. All right. Play sets, crystal ball. Yeah. I know. Fingers crossed. I really thought at New York Comic Con, I thought not necessarily play set. I thought they were going to release at least a render of the Polar Battle Bear, the snowmobile. I really thought that was coming. Or, you know, I don't know. I really thought, I think that is one of the next small vehicles we will see from Hasbro. Yeah, I couldn't find him anywhere. I will buy any classified female. Oh my God, Evil King. I'm not even saying that on stream. I almost read it out loud. Anyways, nice, dude, nice. Where was it going? I'm off the topic now here. Oh, okay. I gotta get a picture, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. Actually, I'll just bring it up on the website. So, I think for GIJoe stuff for late. Oh no, actually, there's one more thing I want to show. Shoot, look. Let's go back here. We go back here. We go back here. Where is it? Now, this thing. This is the Arctic Hiss Driver, right? So I joked about this on Twitter. Guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, that's a good feed. Follow me on Twitter if you can. If you do Twitter. I know a lot of people have given up on Twitter. I still like it. I'm just so used to using it for the past like 6 or 7 years that I'm always on Twitter during the day or whatever. That's where I kind of do my interactions with people and stuff like that. But I wanted to throw this up. This is the Arctic Hiss Tank Driver. It looks like a baby between the Hiss Driver and a Snow Serpent. I mean, it makes sense. It looks, I mean, it's a perfect driver for the Arctic Hiss Tank. What do you guys think about it? Do you think it looks kick-ass? I mean, this is why the Arctic Hiss Tank though is going to be $150, $200 because it comes with a figure as well on top of the vehicle with all those toolings and the weapons and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think it's going to be expensive. I think the Arctic Hiss Tank Driver does look pretty cool. I think they did a great job with him. And you know, he's got a couple of weapons. He's got the fur, and he's got that nice look to him. Like he's got the snowsuit on. I think they did a good job. Oh yeah, Liquid. Sorry, were you actually at New York Comic Con, or did you watch the panel? Because that's a great insight or whatever. So I mean, obviously, I guess they could change him if he's not the final design or whatever. I understand that they throw these things together sometimes to put this out or whatever. But I think the mock-up here, what they have done, I think he looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know how much more they could improve on it. Okay, yeah, sorry, you know what, Liquid, I'm not up on all the interviews or whatever. I had a busy week or whatever this week with some personal stuff, so there is a chance that I missed a few things. So thanks for the insight on that it's not the final design. But I think they've done a good job with this mock-up, and I don't know necessarily how they could fix it, actually, or improve on it, really. I like it too. Gonna be rip it. Yeah. Not directly, but I just found the whole wave of newest W superstars the other day, and I looked for weeks. Yeah, John, you know what? My video this week on the channel was all about Hasbro action figures and their distribution at Walmart and Target and Amazon. And it wasn't really a rant. It was just me, I wasn't really complaining. I just wanted to talk about it. So, I mean, if you go watch that video, it's kind of all about how you know, one store will get 20 of a figure and the next store over here will get nothing. Why can't we even it out a bit better so each store gets 5? You know what I mean? Why is it done like that? Why does Amazon get some things and then it doesn't go out for pre-order, but you can order it before the pre-order comes out in 24 hours? It's like a whole whack of stuff or whatever. Yeah, Primer, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. I know I am rambling here tonight. We're already an hour and 14 in. I am so sorry. Did not mean to make this go this long. We're just talking about G.I. Joe stuff. I'm going to switch to something else now in a second. But I do appreciate you stopping by. Anyways, so yeah, distribution is always an issue, and it really sucks that it's so bad sometimes. I do find our distribution here in Canada is maybe a bit better. USA is so big. I can understand the distribution being bad. I'm in a larger city, so I have like 5 Walmarts I can go to, like 4 or 5 GameStops I can go to or whatever, right? Not that I'm going to these often or whatever, but there's more of a chance that I can find something, right? Let's see. Where was it going here? Oh, I was trying to find something to show you guys. Now, quickly, because we are talking about New York Comic Con stuff, and now normally we're supposed to talk about G.I. Joe and Transformers stuff, but I just wanted to have a quick conversation about something. Let me get my website open here. What did Hasbro do, and what are they smoking at the facility? Because I wanted to talk about this very quickly. I understand this falls out the realm of G.I. Joe and Transformers, but they released this HasLab Tron series, and what are they doing, guys? What are they doing? If I do this, does that work? Like, what are they doing? Like, because, yeah. Because I don't know what they're doing here. This thing, the only thing of interest here that I have to say about this thing is that it is, oops, sorry guys, it is 3 3/4 size. Like, they've got this nice little logo where they've got this Hasbro 3 3/4 size. Is that a thing they're doing now? Is they're like, hey, we're going to do more in 3 3/4 size stuff or whatever? Because I don't know if it was last year, but they did Ghostbusters in 3 3/4 as well, right? And this thing, I don't know, like, did it come out of nowhere? Did anyone know this was coming? Because I certainly didn't. And I don't know who asked for this. Did anyone in the chat ask for this? Did you ask for more Tron 3 3/4 figures? Because I know I didn't, and I like 3 3/4 stuff, and I don't know if I wanted this. And we are like, this has been up for 3 days, guys. 3 days, and as of 3 days, it still has a less than 1,000 backers. Like, I actually feel sad for Hasbro at this point. Like, yeah, guys, I'm just reading the comments. Mad Gus, this is an automatic fail. Do I think the product looks good? Yes, it does. I think the figures look good. I think the light cycles look good. But the idea that they're like, hey, we're not going to put this out as a line because we're not sure how many people are going to buy it. We're going to put this out as a HasLab. And we're going to charge $260 for it? This is insane. Whoever came up with this idea, I think they might be in jeopardy of losing their job. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to be so negative about this. But this is a HasLab for $260. Like, this is crazy. Disney told them to make it or something. Promo for a new movie. Possibly. Because, like, I was stunned. I actually think I might even giggled when I watched the video the first time. Because this thing is, like, ridiculous. 4 figures, 2 light cycles, and a display stand for $260. Their HasLab pricing has been out of control lately. And I really do think they just think that collectors are like, boom, we'll pay it. Boom, we'll pay it. Whatever you tell us, we'll pay it. And this thing, the fact that they wanted 10,000 backers in 45 days, and we're still under 1,000, is mind-boggling. Somebody is going to get fired because of this, because somebody misjudged the market. Either Disney's going to just pay him a bunch of money, here's 10,000, and we'll put him in our store at Disney World and Disneyland or something like that. But like, this thing is insane. Yeah, contract thing, possibly same. Disney said make a Sheila Murphy. Yeah, I would actually love to have the set, but the price. No. The set is actually very cool, but like, I mean, $100 tops. $129 tops for like, here's all 4 characters, the 2 light cycles, and a nice box. $260? No way. It's already dead on arrival. There's no way this makes, if this gets funded, like, it's insane, because it's just like nosedive into the bottom of to the grave right now. I heard Jimmy Kimmel brought one. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Yeah, like, I don't know what Hasbro's doing lately. I don't know about this. Like, this thing is insane. Like I said, it looks cool enough, but the price is not worth it. Not worth it all. And now, sorry, I'm not, where's my window gone? Whoa. I don't know. Somebody said these are not the official likenesses of the characters from the movie. They're just like, I don't know. I'm not up on my Tron that much or whatever. Is that not Zark? Is it Zark his name? I can't remember. Is this not the official likenesses of them? I'm not really sure, but it's pretty cool, but just not for that price, right? Not for that price. Yeah. $375 is for play. That's a good point. $260 is not play money. That's adult collector money. The only way this gets saved is adult collectors come in and buy for bulk or whatever. Yeah. They just got cocky because the Snowcat funded. They think any dumb idea is going to fly now. That could be right. You could be right. Like, this will prove that HasLabs can be broken, and that this is not going to work. Like, it's insane. Yeah. Put it on display, but like, not for that price. Like, oh my gosh, like, it's like this is like a train wreck. I can't even look away because it's going to be such a bad thing or whatever. Now, okay, so sorry, I just had to bring that up. Like, the likeness, yeah, I know. That's why I was looking at it. Like, I wasn't sure if it was like what it's supposed to be, but I thought I seen something on Twitter where somebody said it was not their actual likeness, like they didn't pay for it. It's good enough, but I'm not really sure if it says, I don't want to get into it. It's not a big deal. It's not really Transformers. The thing that I found interesting, though, was this. Oh, I can't make that bigger. It's a picture. Oops. This 375 logo. I'm like, oh, because I actually have another video scheduled for my long form channel where I believe Hasbro has killed the 375 or Real American Hero line and what they did to do that. I'm going to make that video in the next month or so, maybe, or in the coming weeks, I should say. And that's just my opinion. Nobody has to agree with that, but I think, unfortunately, Hasbro is doing a good job of killing all momentum that the Real American Hero line might have had at some point. Yeah. The new movie, I'm curious to see the new Tron movie. I've heard it's not very good, but the trailer piqued my interest. I'll probably go see it. Something to do with the family. Anyways, okay, guys, we're going to switch gears here now. We're switching gears. Sorry, that is not the right page. Let's go back to here. Swamp. Where's my page? Sorry guys, I got too many windows open. We are going to now. I know a lot of you guys are GIJoe fans. I like Transformers. I'm just going to, we'll go back here. Go back here. So, we're talking about Transformers now. I mean, there was some really cool reveals of Transformers at Comic-Con. Where's my window? Oh yeah, I can't really do that. So there was some really cool reveals at Comic-Con. Now, but we've already seen these, right? Like, we've already talked about it, and like, they did this recently. We already went over these, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these. But for me, the highlights, I'm a Generation 1 fan. So, Generation 1 Sure Shot, he's pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to pre-order him right now just yet, though, because I am on a budget. I have to get Blast Off. I'm going to get Blast Off for sure, just because I need to make my Bruticus. Jalopy, Repaint, not getting them. Quick Strike, not getting them because I'm not really into Beast Wars. And currently, I'm not collecting the 13 Primes, so that Quintus Prime is pretty sweet, but not necessarily for me. Yeah, John, you've seen it, so is that bad? Okay, wow, maybe I won't waste my money on it. Moving by, of course, we'll do, I'm going to get Generation 1 Brawl for sure to make my Bruticus. Animated Wreck-Car was a disappointment to me. I have the Trash Master guy that he's repainted off. And I don't think they did a good enough job with him. It's just basically a new head, a new set of paint. It's not doing it for me. I think I would get him if I found him on clearance somewhere. Then, of course, we have another Prime, Amalgulus Prime, who basically has unlimited transforming ability, that's kind of cool. I think if I was collecting the Primes, I'd definitely have to get him. I'm not doing the Primes right now, so I'm not going to get him, but I think he has a lot of potential, and I think a lot of the collectors out there are going to do some really amazing things with that Prime. Then Leader Class, Razor Claw, not interested in Beast Wars. Big Convoy, very cool, but I actually have the Nemesis Convoy from like the original release in like the 2000s or whatever, maybe late 1999 or whatever, so I don't need that. And then, of course, we didn't get into Commander Onslaught, which we still have not seen a real picture of. It's always just this render. I don't know if they're having problems with them or I mean, I'm sure he's coming at some point. Now, the big things here are for Studio Series. For Studio Series, I'm really enjoying the Wind Charger 86 series. I think he looks amazing. Like, Transformers for me makes it fun when it looks like they just came off the cartoon. So Wind Charger looks absolutely stunning. I can't wait to get Wind Charger. I already have him pre-order. There's pre-order links up on my Amazon USA, Amazon Canada pages or whatever. I think he looks amazing. I'm not big into the movies, the Michael Bay movies. The Transformer 1 Arachnid looks good as well, but not necessarily for me. Barricade, pretty cool police car, but not necessarily for me. And then the big one right now is Thundercracker, that new Seeker mold. They did amazing job with him. He looks like a mini masterpiece or whatever, right? I think a lot of people are going to pick him up. I think he's going to be a very, very hot seller. He might be hard to get in stores, guys. You know they're going to do the other Seekers. I believe Starscream and Skywarp have already been pre-announced for upcoming waves. You know at some point they're going to go turn right back around and do the 3 Coneds, Ramjet, Dirge, and Thrust. Of course, Thrust was just recently reissued, so he's easier to get now. I would still probably pick up the Thrust because it's going to be a couple years before they get to the Coneds. You got the Alpha Trion from Transformer 1. That movie was okay. I don't necessarily think I need to watch it again, but it was okay. And then more movie stuff in Leader, Nemesis Prime. We've already discussed this in another stream. So that's why I'm kind of running through it very quickly to get to some of the newer stuff. And then, of course, we did the Studio Series 86 Soundwave. I think the coloring is very well done on him. But to me, I already have the Legacy one, and I don't think there's enough of an upgrade to get the 86 one right now and sell my Legacy one. And with the Legacy one, he comes with Rumble, and I don't have a Rumble right now. This one, they decided to change Rumble with, not Laserbeak, but the Buzzsaw. So I don't like the Studio Series 86 offering at the moment. I might get them in the future if I can find them in a trade or at a discount. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Mad Gus, you did miss the whole first segment was all GIJoe stuff. You know what though? You trashed that Ostriker, and I will discuss it with you. Okay. We had the Titan Grimlock, total pass on this for me. And now this thing. The Nemesis Prime and Air Defense Minicon units is basically their Pythona. They're exclusive for the fall season. There are already reports of this coming out that it has bad quality control and breaks very easily. This thing's $90 American, I believe. 90 or 76. I believe it's $90 American. Dude, like, this is way too expensive for this figure. And whoever came up with that price should be shot. Okay, that's... Whoa. You're not allowed to say that on YouTube. YouTube censors, you know what I meant by that. That's an expression. Whoever came up with this did a bad job of the size of it and the price of it, the packaging. I don't think it's worth $90 American. That would be like $120 Canadian for one figure. He doesn't even come with all the stuff. Like, he doesn't come with a trailer that the original, Armada Prime one came with that they released in Legacy. I think that's a horrible idea. A horrible price. Timelines. Okay, this is some of the new stuff now, guys. And once again, I'm on tformers.com, one of my favorite Transformer sites for news. I'm just scrolling through it because they can do a better job of organizing it than I can. Usually for GIJoe stuff, I often as well use histank.com as my favorite GIJoe site. tformers.com is my favorite Transformer site. Of course, this is one of the newest things. It was the Retro Deluxe Wheelie. They're continuing the Retro Deluxe line. The Retro Deluxe line. I think I'm not really feeling this Wheelie. Wheelie's kind of a loser character, right? I don't think this is going to be a hot seller. The vehicle looks pretty good. There's something about the bot mode that doesn't look that great. Now, so I'm going to scroll past Wheelie pretty quickly. The Retro Deluxe Outback, I think they rocked it here. I think he looks really good or whatever. I love his face shield and stuff like that. Like, he looks like, I think he looks alive almost. Like, I think they did a really good job. And it's funny because I guess I didn't really realize that Outback, which I have the real Generation 1 Outback and Brawn here. Brawn, yes, Brawn, in my case. And I should have been better ready. I didn't realize they had different heads, because the retro ones are meant to coincide more with the toys, sort of, right? The retro release of Brawn, the toy version, has a stupid little head, and I don't like it. I assumed Outback would have the same head, but apparently on closer inspection, the Generation 1 Outback has a different head, and this one has a different head. So it makes sense. This character looks really good. I would consider buying this character, and originally I was not going to buy this character because Outback is kind of the like extra repaint of Brawn, and I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it. I'll get back to you, Matt. Go stay with me for 5 minutes. I'll get back to you about the Ostriker. I didn't feel it or whatever, but this guy is really, really nicely done. This is completely different. What are we looking at here? This is where they're extending the timelines version, Transformer timelines, and you've got some crazy like samurai, like Shogun style, like Starscream and Optimus Prime. Like this is okay. I would never buy this because it's outside of my wheelhouse or whatever, but I think it is very well done. I think it looks pretty kick-ass, and I think this is going to be very because it's going to sell well with collectors, right? So you've got Starscream, you've got Optimus Prime. This was revealed at New York Comic Con, and of course, Optimus Prime turns into this like oxen cart, but it works, man. It just really works. And then Starscream turns into this like eagle, hawk, bird, or whatever. I don't think he looks great, but Optimus Prime is like amazing. Like that's so cool. I've seen people already take like the Optimus Prime and make the shoot, what's that retro game where you would like travel across America as you settled it? I can't remember. The Oregon Trail. I've seen people make video or make memes with it already, as this is the Oregon Trail character or whatever. Anyways, and then the box looks super cool. They did a great job on that. Super great job. Winner of Age of the Primes toy was Matronus, Fall from the Fallen. Winner of a Best Studio Series 86 was indeed, of course, Megatron. Yeah, it's a Megatron. So Megatron is the winner. I mean, I need to get this opened and out of this box. He's trapped in there for now. And let's see. Exclusive toy was Age of the Prime Cybertron Sideways. I don't like that character. Like, it's funny because out of their list here, that Armada Nemesis Prime came fourth. So, oops, it came fourth. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyways, that's very interesting. Very telling. Where is my list gone? Let's go. Okay, actually, Mad Gus, let's go back to your Ostriker issues. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Shit. Oh, that's the wrong one. Just give me a second. Okay, this is all I can find on such short. Oh, frig, it's a web. I was trying to find a picture to throw up of it, and Google is not being very helpful right now. So display images, go back to here. Anyways, so yeah, okay. Mad Gus, where's my chat window gone? Let's go. Let's read your comments as you go through. Didn't miss it. Okay, I want to trash talk on the Ostriker I got. The Ostriker looks so good, but the assembly on it sucks so bad. So many flaws. Quote Mr. Mad Gus. The cage don't lock the 50 cal. Okay, let's say the cage don't lock. The 50 cal falls off like on the Vamp crankcase. Fits terribly. That front gun is disgusting. Just so bad all around. The figures don't fit in it. Mad Gus slamming the Ostriker on the live chat. Cover fits good. She has it. Steering wheel falls off. Look, I seen a video. I think Mr. What's his name? Toy No Mood, or I can't remember his name, and I apologize. He did a video when he picked it up originally, and I thought it looked flimsy. I thought the cage on the Ostriker looked flimsy, It was very hard to appear to peg in and stay in place. It seemed like everything was very like the soft plastic and everything was just falling out of place. I have to be honest with you, I noticed that during his video. A Toy Kind of Mood. He did a video on it. Let's see. Kind of Mood Striker. I think this is the video right here. And if I just if I take this and I put this over here and I put this over here and I'm trying to think. I think this was the video. So he did this video, and I don't mean to show his video on my stream or whatever, but I noticed when he was putting it together, like everything seemed really to pop out of place, and it just didn't seem well built. So great video by him, but it just didn't seem well built at the time. And like everything seemed very rubbery, like everything's not pegging in properly or whatever. Like look at like he's trying to put in the 50 cal and it's like not staying in, right? Like unless like there's some kind of knack to do it or whatever. But like I think, oops. What did I do here? Yeah, it just doesn't seem to stay in very good. And I noticed it as well. And it's just he keeps on going. Like, look how long he's fiddling with this. Get this 50 cal. Like, you should be able to snap this in and it just work, no problem or whatever, right? And every time he moved the cage would come out earlier. And it's not like that rigid plastic that snaps into place on everything. And sorry, I don't have an Striker, so I actually can't show it myself or whatever. But like I just noticed like a lot of it like just messing up a lot, right? And like stuff just seemed to like look, it keeps on unpegging every time he moves it. So I don't know. That was just my opinion. I just didn't think it seemed very well built. Get out of this. Yeah, Moody. I'm not even talking about his review. I just noticed that like it just seemed the quality of the actual toy didn't seem that great. So like I mean, I'd like to have one, but I'm not gonna rush out and get one anytime soon because I don't think I need one. Nothing begs in. Yeah, the back is the glue. Yeah, you're gonna have to glue that stuff down or whatever, right? Because every time you touch it or you knock a figure off it, it's gonna pop up or whatever, right? So anyways, it's annoying. So, sorry. Anyways, great video by A Toy Kind of Mood. Love that guy. Does great work. Okay, guys. I have to get through this soon. We've been doing this for an hour and 42. People are starting to pop off. I need to finish my stream here related to some stuff. What are we talking about here? Crazy. We're talking about that. I think, the last thing I was just going to mention, because I myself am getting tired, but I go back here, we put this in, we go back here. For Transformers, apparently they announced that they're going to do this Energon Universe Optimus Prime with the Megatron arm. So it was revealed or whatever. I mean, it looks cool enough. I mean, obviously it's taken right from the Skybound comic. I mentioned it earlier that we would talk about the stuff from the Skybound comic or whatever, right? Yeah, I agree. So I got an itchy nose, guys. Sorry. Anyway, so I think this is kind of cool. I mean, people are kind of upset about the price. I believe it's going to be sold for $80. There was rumor it was supposed to sell for $60, but they jumped the price at the last moment during the reveal, apparently. So I mean, like it's got the Megatron gun worked in because he gets Megatron's gun in the comic book. Are you guys up on your Skybound Energon Universe storylines? Hopefully, I would like to see more toys about the Skybound stuff. Like, is that Dark Energon Universe Mole Rat that we talked about earlier in the video, is he going to show up in the Skybound comic? Are they going to work it all together? Are we going to see Skybound comic, GIJoe comic characters like Mercer, say, come over to the classified line? What do you think, guys? Are we going to see some of that stuff spill over at some point? Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm up to issue 25 right now on the Transformer side. I can't remember where I stopped. I think I haven't read issue 11 of GIJoe yet or whatever. Yeah, so there's gets the arm, obviously. He's going to be 18 inches tall. It's pretty big. And, I mean, it looks pretty cool. I think a lot of people are concerned about the pricing, right? Because you can get upgrade kits that do this to your primes now as well. But you know what? I think they did a good job. It looks pretty sweet. It seems to go in there pretty nicely. Of course, there is the Transformers Studio Series Energon Universe Optimus Prime. Evil King, are you liking the Energon Universe Transformers story so far? How you feel? Would you give it a scale of 1 to 10? What is your ranking of that storyline so far? And I can't remember where I stopped. I think I might be on issue 23, issue 24. It's okay. It's not my favorite storyline. I'm actually not a huge fan of the artwork they did for the early issues or whatever. It's not my favorite thing, but it's still pretty good. It's nice to have a ongoing comic book series that has an original storyline, and it's nice. It's doing well, and I like how it kind of intergoes with the GIJoe stuff. Like, I like how, of course, Hound is with Clutch right now over in the GIJoe universe or whatever. So it's kind of cool. I like how they're mixing it together. Yeah, you put it on an 8. So, you don't read the GIJoe ones, hey? So, there's been a bit of crossover. Like I just said, like, Hound is with Clutch. And that was part of Free Comic Book Day. They did a issue with that or whatever that came out in May. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's cool to see Hound and the GIJoes interact or whatever, right? And then, of course, Starscream's been in it a little bit as well. And, yeah, so it's kind of cool. I believe... No, Starscream is attached to a His tank right now. I don't like that. I think that's dumb. I think that's dumb. And if they make a toy of that, that's going to be stupid too. I'll tell you how I really feel here on my live stream. Yeah. So that's that. Sorry guys, I got a really itchy nose. Oh my god, itchy nose. Anyways, that is that. I'm trying to think, was there something else I wanted to cover? Comic-Con was cool. There's always little tidbits come out. I haven't seen, you know what, like I haven't gone through, as I haven't gone really through and looked at like the user pictures, like the people who actually went to Comic-Con and basically who basically go and take the pictures or whatever, right? And then those ones get posted online. Sometimes those behind the scene pictures can be a bit better and show off some things that maybe the companies didn't want to show off fully just yet. I'm trying to find my window I'm looking for, guys. So sorry. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to go over tonight. It was a long stream, guys. And once again, I'm not the best streamer, guys. I do appreciate you guys showing up and watching my streams. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. I had a bit of a long day with the family today, so I never got to do as much prep work as I really wanted to. But anyways, so I think that is good. I'm trying to think what's coming up this week related to what I can talk about on the If you ever have any ideas for videos you want me to do on the long form channel, let me know. Send me a message, leave a comment or whatever. If you can, leave a like. Also, if you're not subscribed already, think about hitting subscribe on the channel. But leave a like. It really helps if you could do that. As well, don't forget my Amazon pages are up. It's just amazon.ca or .com/shop/the SwishPOP. And then I just add everything in there. If you order from there, I get like a small commission. Not a big deal. I just like to mention it so people are aware of it because I don't do a very good job of advertising that out to people. To get back to your Evil King, the Transformers books, I'd give it like a solid 7, I think. It's pretty good. It's not my favorite storyline, but it's doing pretty good. It's got room for improvement. I believe starting with issue 25, I believe they're starting with a new group of guys to do the book. I got you, Evil King. I got you, buddy. I hear what you say. Mad Gus, thanks for dropping by. It is 1:23 a.m., guys. I think I'm going to cut the stream right there, right now. I don't want to bore you guys. I'm kind of run out of stuff to talk about. I need to get more drink. I might have to get a snack. I might have to go play some Battlefield 6 before I go to bed. That's what I might do, actually. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. And I think we will catch you again next week. Okay, guys? So, anyone have any final comments before I let you go? I don't think anything's popping up. I will let you go. You guys have a great night. Thanks for dropping by. I hope we talked some good stuff here and entertained you for at least a few minutes. I appreciate the guys that stay on for the long haul. I really do appreciate it. So I will catch you next week. Same time, same